Virgil Hunter, I saw you a minute working with Alfredo Angulo. Can you tell me what's it been like working with him? What are you looking to bring out of him?
It's been a pleasure because, Alfredo, first and foremost, he's a man, and he knows what he wants to do, he knows where he wants to go. So working with him is a pleasure. He's strictly professional. And, the bar is set for him. Right now, he's going to be competitive in any fight he's in, regardless of who he's in with. So just knowing that right now is a plus, for us to know that he's competitive with anybody at his weight class. So, I'm pleased.
Now, before you worked with him, he was kind of locked up for a while. Did you notice a mental hurdle you kind of had to get through with him, or how was his mental state when he came to you?
No, after talking to Alfredo and, sitting down, having dinner with him on, several occasions, and just talking the way men talk, just his life in general, the way he had to come up, prepared him to withstand whatever type of, impression they were trying to put down on him over at that detention center. That didn't rile him at all. I'm sure he had days where, he would wonder when he would get out. But as far as them breaking him or, damaging his confidence or, his makeup as a man, I don't see no indication of that at all.
Now, another guy you're working with, new to your stable, Amir Khan. What gifts, what are you noticing about him, working with him in your first camp?
Amir has tremendous gifts. He has a lot of gifts, it's a task, but also it's a pleasurable task, trying to bring these things all into harmony where, they working under one accord for him. So, I'm very excited about him too. He's very coachable. He wants to pick up and learn. He wants to, set the bar high. And I think the setbacks that he's had, have been good for him at this stage of his career. You don't want to see anybody lose a fight or get knocked out, but by him being young and him, beginning to understand, his journey, I think I got him. I think we merged at the right time.
What sets him apart from guys at 140 or maybe eventually even 147? What makes you have so much belief in what Amir Khan can, reestablish himself as?
Well, there's a lot of things he does you can't train for. There's a lot of things he does you can't teach. So if you can't train for it, you can't defend for it. If you can't train for it, you can't prepare for it. And some of the things that he instinctively does, you can't prepare for that. So short of anybody willing to stand in there and take punches for him to try to get one through, we know what we have to overcome in this case, and that's, be more patient, to be a little bit more, to observe more what he's doing, to be more cerebral about what he's doing, to slow things down, which actually makes him faster. So, it's just some mental things that he had to understand, not even overcome, just understand. So, we're reaching that. We're getting there.
And Andre Ward, was it disappointing to hear about he had suffered they reported an injury that kind of pushed the Pavlik fight back? Do you know any details about that?
It's part of the game, injuries and stuff. But looking to go the first week of March. It's nothing serious, just enough to where he needs some therapy and stuff like that. He's ready to go.
People now, they hold Andre Ward in extreme regard. Even trainer Ronnie Shields told me he believes he's the best fighter in the world. Did you always see that in him? Do you know that it was just this kind of potential waiting to be untapped years ago?
That's the bar that we set, and with his determination and ability, certainly it was quite achievable. But we appreciate the accolades that come from other people, but it's a lot of work to be done, and you know, I think he and I have always agreed that we'll look at it honestly and in its proper perspective when he's no longer fighting. So until then, you know, we thank the people for the accolades, but there's still a lot of work to be done.